ladies and gentlemen, Berdel, we're here. Hope you guys having a good evening. Good evening. Hope you guys doing well. So I just wanted to go over this topic, the coronavirus. I know it's a very hot topic right now. I don't know about you, but I went to the store yesterday. My daughter has been looking for sanitizer and napkins, and so she found this one. If you look at that, found this one. And if you look at here, I've got the sticker right here. It said coronavirus on there. Do you guys see that? Coronavirus. So coronavirus, it's been around for a while. So if you ever had a cold or flu or whatever, you had coronavirus, okay? You've had it, okay? Well, let me go back. So this is a disclaimer. I am not a doctor. I'm not a health profession. I'm not into any of that field. This is just for general education, okay? So it's just general education. So right now, since there is a scared about coronavirus, or I should say the court is the 119, the one that just came out. Because if you think about coronavirus, it's a big family. It's a big family. But this one that generated from out of China, this is the one that got everybody scared. So if you think about it, so I know my church has sent an email today stating that there's no more potluck until further notice, and that's okay. You know, everybody has to do what they think is best for them. But you know, like for us, sometimes we have a cold and we flu. We don't know who got what, right? But you know, some people will go ahead and do like this, you know, when they're sneezing and stuff. But we don't realize this is great. But if you are one of those individuals that you have on the mask, right? You have on the mask, that is not protection, because once the person sneezes, and maybe just to say that he has the virus that's going around right now, right? And because he sneezed, the little droplets fall on the surface. And if you, one of those individuals that went and touched that surface, and then, you know, you're not realizing what had just taken place, and you go ahead and you feel your nose and your mouth, then that's when you get the virus. So instead of us saying, you know, we just cover up our mouth wearing that face mask, what we probably should be doing is having gloves as well. And especially if you're going and you're pumping gas, you know, you probably need to have special gloves just to be pumping the gas, or maybe have some gloves on, and then those disposable gloves that you can wear. Because I had that issue yesterday. It's like, okay, so it's like everybody is so scared for when you think about it. Since the first discovery in Wuhan, China in December 2019, the coronavirus as the COVID-19 has spread across the globe, and it is happening in the most unusual time. You know, of course, it's around the flu season time. And right now we have about 96,000 people that has been affected, and about 3,300 people have died. And it's in about 85 countries right now. Okay. And then as I was driving yesterday, my young daughter, my youngest child, stated, oh, you know, it has hit Los Angeles. And I believe there was like 6 people in Los Angeles. So my sister, my brother, this is not the time for us to be fearful. This is not the time to be fearful. And if you look, they had the Corona Bear. They lost about $132 million in revenue. When you think about this other company, you know, because when you think about, there's always, when there's a crisis going on, there's always one company that's losing money and another company that's gaining, right? And then there's the Toil Surface. This is a company that makes surface spray, the spray bottles, and they make it. So that particular company, their revenue is going to the roof. So when we think about fear, where everybody's panicking, when we think about fear and love, there's two. We either could be in the fearful mode or in a loving mode. And fear weakens our immune system, okay? And love gives us the strength. Hey, Hey Anita, hey Wilson. Thank you so much, my sister, for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. So we either could be in the fear, we're weakening our immune system, or we could be in a place of love, right? Which one would you prefer, right? Yes, we should take precaution. Yes, I agree, take precaution, but not get to the point that you are so fearful, you're so scared, right? So, like I state, I mean, we could talk about SARS. SARS virus been around, I think was last year, and that killed, thousands of people. But at the same instance, my sister, my brother, we should not be in a state of scared and being frightful, being so afraid that we don't know. Because I mean, right now, we are thinking about, okay, should we touch this one? Don't touch this one. You know, especially in the church, when we go to the church, should I be hugging? No, no, no. And then state like no hugging, no touching. You know, that's what I've been told to us: no hugging, no touching, right? And so, but then if you are an individual that is sick, right? Just stay home. They remind you to stay home, stay home. But here's the other thing. So if you are a person that's working and you have your kids and they're sick and then you sick or whatever, it's like, how many times will give you time to be at home, whether you taking care of your kids or whether you taking care of yourself. So, I mean, it can get really crazy, it can really get really crazy, right? So we just need to be very mindful. So if you think about it, in China, where it came from, Wuhan, China, in December 2019. That's where it happened. But it happened in the marketplace. This started in the COVID-19 started in the marketplace. Okay, so this was people that was eating bats. They were eating snakes. Okay. Can you imagine that, eating bats and eating snake? Where in the world did they find that we are supposed to be eating that kind of stuff? So I know I've been a health reformer, or some people would say vegan, for over 20 years now, okay? So when you think about eating a bat or eating a snake, is that what we're supposed to be eating? You know, so where did that idea come from? So then if we read Leviticus in the Bible, if you know, I have to go back to the Bible. If you read the book of Leviticus, God specific had instructions of what we are supposed to be eating. Okay, so we know we're not supposed to be eating the bats and the snakes, even the lobster, the shrimps, the crab. Okay, because if you look at them, where are they? Where can you find the shrimps, the lobster, the crab, all that stuff? It's in the bottom of the ocean. So what do they do? What do things do at the bottom of the ocean? They clean, they clean, they clean, they clean. Okay, so why are people eating that stuff? Okay, so I mean, then you got the pork and all that other stuff. But then if you think about it, right now, where things are happening, we are in a crisis. I mean, Jesus is soon to come. It's a crisis time that we're living in. He specifically gave us instruction that we are not supposed to be eating any animal product, So that's including, the clean food and the unclean. So like the pig and the pork and the crab and the lobster, those are unclean. Those was forbidden. Okay, but if we talk about the clean animals, we talk about the cow, and what else? You got the lamb, and then you got your chicken, and you got your turkey, and all that stuff. If disease is increasing in the animal kingdom, why are we eating animals? Period. Right? Why are we eating that? Okay, because if it's increasing, and if disease is increasing in the animal kingdom, by you partaking of that animal, right, you are going to get whatever that animal have. You go to the marketplace, you don't know if that animal had cancer, if it had this disease or that disease. They cut it out and then they serve it to you, and you go and you buy it. Oh my, I can't wait, I got to have this beef, I got to have the chicken, right? Not realizing that is harmful for your body. So it's time for God's children, it's time for individuals to get off of meat, period. This is not the time. So also within, as I'm doing my research, if you look at Bill Gates, he had a global flu epidemic simulation, and he stated that it would be badly over in the next 6 months. He said in 6 months it would be like 33 million people will die. So Where does he get that from? And he was stating that he was, at the time, he said it will happen during his lifetime, during his lifetime, and he was 90% sure. So where does he get that? Where does that come from? So if you think about it, so here we have a problem, right? We have a problem. So we have a problem, and then we have a reaction, and then we have the solution, right? So if you think about it, our government always have to have a problem, and so they can, how would you say, to control the population, the masses of people, to do what they want to do. So no, for the coronavirus or the this new one that just came out, it's a control of the police. It's going to be like a police state, right? You can't go here, you can't go there, you can't do this, you can't do that. So if you think about the fear that's coming right now, okay, this is no accident. This is no accident. This disease, this virus, I should say, was man-made. It was man-made, okay? Okay, so if we bear that in mind, what do you think is missing? So we are missing the education that we need as a people, okay? And then here's the other thing. So where is the cure? Okay, if we have these brilliant doctors and brilliant scientists, you are telling me that they cannot come up with a solution? Listen, my sister, my brother. There's a solution to the problem already. Someone owns the patent to that solution, to the cure, okay? Someone owns that, okay? But here's the thing. There's no money in making people well. There's no money in a cure. The money happens in keeping people sick. That's where the money happens, okay? That's where people get rich, by creating a situation, okay? And then they have the solution. One person has the solution or has the cure, but they're not going to give it up, right? Because I tell you, so it's wickedness in high places, my sister, my brother. There's wickedness in high places. So if you think about it, so who is going to win here? At the end of the day, God will always win. I don't care how much trickery man comes up with or how wicked man gets. At the end of the day, God will always win. God will always win. So one man can try to be God, or a group of people can try to be God all day long. But at the end of the day, there's only one God. There's only one Most High. There's only one. There's only one. So being in a state of fear, like a state, is weaken your immune system. So what should I do in order, if I get sick, what should I do? Number one, you should stay home, okay? You need to stay home, recover. You might as well not go to the doctor, because there's nothing really that they can do for you, because they claim that they don't have a cure if you happen to get the COVID-19, right? Okay, and then so not only that, what else can you do? Making sure, my sister, my brother, that you are taking care of yourself. Try to look at the different herbal solution that you can take, okay? Right here I have, so my suggestion, because it's like, who is mostly affected? It's like the young people, the younger kids, people over 65 is highly affected. Pregnant women, they are more susceptible to the cold and the flus and any kind of related health issues, okay? So here is the thing. My suggestion is for us to build up our immune system. Build up the immune system. So one of the things that we should do is to avoid sugar. So if you got your cakes, your pie, and all that stuff, remove that from out of your diet for right now, because if you put sugar in your system, it weakens your immune system. So if you are trying to build something, it doesn't make sense for you to be tearing it down. So I would go into your citrus fruits, your orange, your lemon, your grapefruit, kind of stuff, and then you got your blueberries, also good, and then you got your echinacea, and then elderberry is very good. And then the steak, broccoli sprout is very good to build up your immune system. Turmeric is very good. Ginger, okay. And then according to the Journal of National Academy of Science, they found that drinking about 5 cups of black tea or green tea, what it helps to supercharge your T cells. And this is a type of white, it says white blood cells that play a key role in your immune system. But I mean, you just do your own research, my sister, my brother. This is just some things that I pulled off the internet. So we as individuals need to pay great attention to what we are putting into our mouth, what we are feeding, right? Because even some things that you think that don't have sugar has sugar in it, okay? So you just got to go ahead and read your label, read your label. But you know, if you go to those friends' house and you go to those potlucks and stuff, and you know they got the cakes and the pie and this and that. No, you need to stay away from that, right? Because it breaks down your immune system. So we just need to focus on the fruits and the vegetables, and how would you say, drink the water. And then we'll talk about getting rest. We need to sleep, exercise, watch your stress level, because that's also weaken our immune system. And then so those are just some of the things that we need to avoid, okay? And then you could probably go ahead and do some more research and see what are additional herbs that you can take, right? You know, I like, especially like right now, I like the warm ginger right now, because it's getting kind of cool right now. So warm ginger is a good tea. And then the turmeric, not only is that good to build up your immune system, but that's also good for someone that has inflammation issues. You know, you can take that as well. Inflammation issue meaning that if you have like joint pain and stuff like that, and turmeric is a very good one to take as well. So with that, my sister, my brother, I hope that this was brought you some value as well. But here, let me leave you with the scripture. It says, "For God has not given us the spirit of fear. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." And this is coming from 2 Timothy chapter 1 verses 7. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? So God has a solution for us to take care of our body. He has already had that from the beginning. So so here is the point. So let our food be our medicine. So as you're eating, as you're picking your, going to the grocery store, as you're picking, make sure you're picking healthy stuff. So that food, the apple, the oranges, the salad, the lettuce, the tomato, all that stuff, let that be your food and your herb for your body to heal you, to keep you strong, So with that, my sister, my brother, so, whatever that man has out there to try to destroy God's people or to destroy the population at large, God already has the solution, and we just need to return back to what God has given us. Go back to the Leviticus 11 guidelines and just read that, and we need to make sure that we are standing on the promises of God. So whatever man will do, God will never let us down. So with that, my sister, my brother, if this was of value to you, can you just go ahead and hit the like button? You can make a comment, and then you can also go ahead and hit the share button, and then you can follow me over on YouTube, because after this is after my live video, it goes straight over to YouTube. And then you can follow me there on the Berdel Warrior as well. So until then, my sister, my brother, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and thank you, and most importantly, thank you, and I love you. Take care.